Today's title, Woman Goes Silent, when he told her why men don't approach women anymore.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this, you have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected. You can't be a beta. You can't be a pussy. You have to go up to women and be fine if she says no. That's it.
Approaching women in 2025 is only for men 6 feet 2 inches and up. The rest of us can just focus on other things in life. Guys, please don't boost their ego. If she wants you, she'll show it in her actions.
And it's not a reflection on you. She's just not into you if she says no. But go up to women. If you see a cute girl at the gym, there's ways you can go up to women that aren't creepy. Like, you can be like, hey, do you need a spot? Like, say something about their form, or just like say hi. Just say hi. It's so easy. If a girl's looking at you at a bar, go up to her. She wants you. If you see a cute girl at a bar, go up to her. You don't even have to buy her a drink. Just say hi. Compliment something about what she's wearing. Compliment, like, her hair, anything. It's not that hard. It's very easy. You just have to be not scared of getting rejected is the thing. That is part of being a man. So what? You want us to go up to you? So the girls have to not be scared to get rejected? That's what it's come to? No. As a man, you're the one that has to put yourself out there and be okay getting rejected. That's the risk that you take by being a man. So man up, everyone. Pull up your pants, find your man card, okay? Because I think you lost it. And go up to a girl this weekend.
The irony isn't lost. Women demand men approach and handle rejection, yet simultaneously engage in manipulating. Simps and orbiters, just to fuel their confidence or ego. Watch how they react and effortlessly prioritize the guy they actually desire. That's the moment the whole game is exposed. We men are changing the rules. This is what equality looks like.
Reasons men will not approach you. If you go out and men rarely approach you, you're doing it right. Contrary to what you might think, if you go out and you are constantly approached, you need to do the hokey pokey and turn your ass back around. Men do not approach what they feel they will be rejected by and what they feel they cannot afford. It's not your resting bitch face. It's the fact that they know they cannot afford you. If you're feeling discouraged when you go out because men do not approach you, I'm here to tell you, you're doing all the right things. The point is not to get approached by every man. The point is to get approached by the right type of man. And if you're sitting there thinking, I could really give two flying Fs what men think, then this video obviously isn't for you. But let's not shame the women who are wondering why men aren't approaching them. Whether you want to believe it or not, a man will look at you and within the first 5 seconds know if he's going to approach you. He will do a full up and down, seeing, am I attracted to this woman and can I afford her? If the answer to either of those is no, he's not going to approach you. And if you're sitting there thinking, I'm always approached, oh my God, you look cheap, you look easy, and you look like you're going to say yes no matter what the hell they do. Getting approached by every man at the bar, club, or venue is not a good thing. One is better than all. Always. None, in my opinion, but if you want it, I love you.
A lack of male approach isn't necessarily a failure. It's often an indicator of effective boundary setting. Men gravitate toward what feels accessible and aligned with their perceived value. That split-second assessment in the first 5 seconds determines everything. Your body language, presentation, and energy signal whether you're within his reach or out of his league.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Why don't men ever make the first move anymore?
Because women want to be men.
What? No, we don't.
Well, you're so hyper-focused on being a man that men don't want to approach you anymore. It's gross. Men don't care about your independence or high-flying status. We want peace, not chaos that you bring with competition of trying to be better than what we are. We don't offer any value to you anymore if you can have whatever it is that you want. So, if you want to be approached by a man, then you need to learn how to be a woman.
Damn.
He hit the nail on the head. If you are too independent and successful, you think men are not important anymore. That is why men stop and walk away these days. The general consensus is that women don't want to be approached by random men. We are just being respectful. Men just want peace. So accurate, peace, not chaos, they bring with competition. 10/10. Where are the feminine women with feminine energy? So learn how to be a woman if you want to be approach.
I need to crash out for a minute here. Okay, look, I'm not looking my best. I think my hair looks a little greasy. I just came from my son's playoff travel baseball game. I decided afterwards, because it's not my weekend, that I'm just going to go grab a bite to eat. I didn't want to go sit at home by myself again. That felt depressing. And I was like, I'll just go sit at a bar and have dinner, and who knows, maybe I'll meet someone. No. First of all, there was the bar was at 0. There was no one even there. And then finally, towards the end, a somewhat decent, attractive man comes in. He sits right next to me, looks at me. I could tell, I could feel the vibe that he was interested, but he didn't say one word. Not the entire time. I sat there. I was kind of, angling my body in that direction. Hey, I'm interested. If you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I, was playing with my hair.
Question. Why did you not initiate a conversation? As men have been subjected to be creeps for initiating something.
A little bit, not too much, but just a little bit, a little flirty. I even had a hat. Putting on my hat just in case I looked too greasy. Anyway. The point is, people say, oh, why do you go on dating apps? You can just meet someone in real life. Can you? Can you, though? Can you actually meet someone in real life? I don't think so. Because you know what? I'm going to say it. Men in real life are pussies. I said what I said. I don't know. The situation, it feels a little hopeless. I'm angling my body towards you. I don't have a ring on. It's a Sunday night. I'm sitting at a bar by myself. I'm flirting with you without saying anything. I can't quite make eye contact because you're next to me. Did I do something wrong? Let me know.
Men in our 40s have given up after years of being talked down to, given things for trying to strike up conversation, or called names for offering compliments. So, at this point, we are just out here living our life. Start approaching men. Men in real life have been broken. We've learned our lessons and can't handle any more venom.
Serious question for my mans out there. Why are you guys not approaching women? What is that about? I have seen so many hot guys lately, and we make eyes, we exchange the look, we have the look, and then there's nothing else. I'm like, are you gonna come approach me? Hello? I don't want to be the one to approach you, okay? Because that's not my man's. My man's has, the balls that he has, and he's not afraid to come up to me and say something, say hello. So if you're a man out there, you guys have balls for a reason. Use them. And don't be afraid to approach women, because we don't want to do that, This is just a pro tip, okay? Chime in.
When you see a woman you find attractive, it is like looking at a Ferrari. You love the look. You fantasize about how fun it would be to drive on. But then you remember what it costs. And you keep moving. Y'all told us to stay away. We are staying away. Ask the bear. If we are not rich and attractive, then we are called a creep. We got the message clearly. We prefer being single now and be at peace. Approach us, don't approach us. Which one? We are confused.
Okay, we want you to approach us, but in a non-creepy way, basically. So, you can just come up to us like people did back in the day and say, if you see a cute woman, obviously see if she has a ring or not. If she doesn't and you like her and, she gives you kind of a inviting look, then just go up and introduce yourself and say, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. And, I would love to go out with you sometime. We would love that. There is a difference between, coming up and being like, hey, you're all creepy, blah, blah, blah. We don't want that. We just want you to be like, you know, a gentleman, and then approach us, okay? Let me know if that makes sense, all right?
Translation: be attractive. It doesn't matter what she says if she doesn't find you attractive, you're gonna be called a creep, and that's like 90% of the man she's only looking for the top 10% of men. Still not worth the man's time. Don't approach, ever, is still the firm and clear message. Women are still putting that message out on TikTok and other social media daily. It is being taught to schoolboys still by female teachers. Things will get better. I estimate it will take 65 years minimum. And it'll be the daughters of passport brothers' marriages who achieve that change. Keep yourself looking good and you'll be approached sometime after 2090. We don't have control over whether we come off as creepy or not. If we are not hot enough, no matter how we approach, we are creepy. Your turn to approach.
Okay, so this post is really for the men, right? Like, I've seen a lot of women say that, like, they feel like they don't really get approached as much. I've even heard that, like, the approach rate has gone down like 1/3 of what it used to be. So I want to see, like, what are, like, real reasons men feel like they do not approach women this day and age, just out and about.
The decline in approach rates isn't mysterious. It's a direct response to what men have been told. When the consistent message became don't approach women in public and stop bothering us, men did exactly that. They stepped back. The irony is that the same voices now lamenting the lack of male initiative often contributed to the climate that discouraged it. Men aren't mind readers. When the risk of misreading a situation carries social consequences, many simply choose not to engage at all. The approach didn't disappear. It was systematically discouraged.
Okay, so glad I got this comment as well. Approaching women isn't the issue per se. It's just becoming increasingly difficult to find a woman worth approaching. It takes confidence and courage to be able to accept rejection from any woman, but I think he goes on to say, but most women don't care if they come off cold or rude. I guess, like, once a man once a man approaches them or whatever, right? And so here, this is another key. I was hoping someone would comment this, right? As a woman, you also want to be worth approaching, right? So that means don't go out looking like who did it and why. And then, you know, the same for our men. If you're going to approach a woman, you shouldn't be going out looking like who did and why, right? So that's going to ease that. And then, you know, dealing with rejection, that's one thing. Deal with it. It's done, right? Like, move on to the next. But yeah, I'm actually glad that you said that. Like, I think there's many reasons in this day and age why less men are approaching women.
Dealing with rejection isn't as easy as that's it done. Literally, most people, both men and women, fear rejection because it's emotionally damaging. They don't approach because they're so scared of being rejected. Don't be fooled.
Okay, this one is going to be a little debatey, but let's get into it. I still approach because it's just in me, but I always see women making simple interactions transactional. Woman at gas pump man approaches, she denies him, then goes on TikTok and he goes on to say, if he wanted my attention, he should have paid for my gas. And so I've seen this theme a lot come from the video that I posted men saying that, you know, things are transactional with women. They only want money. Well, things are transactional with men as well. Men want hex, okay? You know, what rhymes with hex, right? So, you know, you're thinking about it from that standpoint. Women are thinking about it from that standpoint. So in her mind, she's like, well, if he's gonna come, you know, bothering me or whatever, well, I need to at least get something out of it. Like, you know, when women go out, just outside in the world, we like get our like safety challenged a lot just because we are women. So I mean, honestly, like, I can see both points of view, right? All that goes to say, if you like someone, you're going to eventually pay for her gas anyway. Let's just be so fucking for real.
Men don't have to pay for stuff just to have a conversation with you.
I like this comment right here because this is very valid. Again, this is to continue my series on reading reasons why men no longer or as much approach women in public. This person said men who they find attractive. She's not talking about every guy, just her top 5%. And this is very valid. But the same would go for you, right? Like if a woman was trying to get at you, if she was a pick-meisha and she's like, pick me, and you're not attracted to her, you're going to be like, damn, baby, why you bothering me, right? Same thing goes for women, okay? It's just a part of the game. Some people are going to get rejected. Some people are not. You take that rejection, you move forward, you keep on working on yourself.
I'm not sure that's a fair comparison. A woman approaching is rare, and men aren't complaining about not being approached. Women want to be approached by her top 5%, but aren't doing anything to help that happen or else. She's a pick-me. The difference is men have a far wider range of what attractive is. A man will date a chubby girl if she's still curvy. He won't call her fat. A man will certainly date a woman taller than him if he likes her. A not-so-shapely woman that is very cute in his eyes had a good chance of landing him. So on and so on. However, a woman that is a BBW, but has a little bit of shape most, likely will say she only date men who has six-packs or who is skinny. A woman who is 5 feet 8 inches would not date a man who is also 5 feet 8 inches. She will call him too short, so on and so on. So men don't narrow it down to top 5% of women.
Again, this is reading reasons why men no longer approach women as much in public. This person said, I think a lot of guys are just working on themselves and hoping girls approach them. This is a slippery slope, my brother, because you want the woman to approach you. Now she becomes the man. Now it's like she's chasing you. Now it's like, is she supposed to pay for dinner? Now it's just like, it's going to ruin a lot of dynamics in the relationship. So personally, I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I'm definitely much more traditional, like you want the tone to start off right. So again, you want the man to approach, like you do not want a woman in her masculine energy. Not only is it going to be bad for her, it's going to be bad for you as well.
The modern man has evolved beyond the traditional chase. Why invest time, effort, and resources shooting shots in the dark at a pretty facade when you can build a platform where women naturally gravitate toward you? The internet has fundamentally changed the dynamics. Instead of cold approaching and hoping for the best, high-value men create spaces around their passions and pursuits and let women self-select into their world. She needs to align herself within your space and make her availability known. This isn't about arrogance. It's about efficiency and intentionality. You're not chasing validation, you're building value. And when you build genuine value through your hobbies, career, and platform, the right women will qualify themselves to you. As the saying goes, real players get chosen. The game has changed, and those who understand this shift are operating on an entirely different level.
This is a public service announcement for white men. It is okay to approach a Latina at the bar.
That part, yep.
It is okay to like a Latina. We are equals. We are pretty people. We are also equal to the blondes at the bar.
Even better.
Even better, maybe. I don't wanna, perhaps.
Don't quote me on it, but.
Please, it is okay to approach a Latina at the bar. It is okay.
We will talk to you.
We will talk to you. It is okay. I promise. It is okay. Please approach us. We are all one. We are begging.
We're begging.
We're on our hands and knees. Please approach us.
I'm on my knees.
Like, what the fuck?
Translation: buy my drink. Let's be honest, when women suddenly emphasize their ethnicity as a reason you should approach, it's typically a strategy, not a cultural statement. And no, it's not because you're Latina specifically. Women universally are being approached less, and some are now trying indirect methods to solicit attention and resources. Men who are paying attention recognize this play. The approach drought is real and it's widespread. Repackaging "give me validation" as "appreciate my culture" doesn't change what's actually being requested. Be direct, or don't be surprised when men keep walking.
Men don't ask girls out anymore. All they do is they look at you from across the room and they're like, oh, she's pretty. I bet that's my wife. And then they take out their phones and look at basketball clips on YouTube Shorts. And they're like, oh, nice. And honestly, I think that's why the birth rate is dropping.
For the past decade, men have been receiving a consistent message: leave women alone. Don't approach in the gym. Don't approach at the coffee shop. Don't approach at all. And many men listened. We respected those boundaries. Now there's confusion about why approach rates have plummeted. But the answer is simple. You can't spend 10 years telling men to back off, then wonder why they did exactly that. But here's the deeper issue. Even when men do engage, the modern dating landscape often feels like a losing proposition. Too many experiences reveal the same pattern. You're not seen as a partner, but as a utility, a wallet, a provider, a chauffeur, an emotional support system with benefits attached. In 2025, many men aren't looking for someone to provide for unconditionally. They're seeking an equal, a genuine partner who contributes to a shared life. Instead, they're encountering a level of entitlement that suggests your presence. Your effort, your resources should be met with gratitude, as if she's doing you a favor simply by existing in your space. The arrogance is staggering, and more men are opting out entirely, not out of bitterness, but out of self-respect.
I like when guys think it's a flex to be like, I don't chase women. Okay, bye! Go find your husband then. Or you think those women need to be chased by the man like you? The fuck?
Because women yelled, "We are the prize." So men just saw this as tacky, and made the prize worthless by simple silence.